What is good with y'all boys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to discuss the effects of your body game when it comes to the gym environment. Got a little clip. We're going to play it and we're going to start chopping it up. So without further ado, we're about to go ahead and play that shit.
Every time I step into the gym and my gym crush is there, I am immediately stepping into my Delulu land. Like, his arms are so big, his body's tight, and these muscles are just musculating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to jump on that arms. Like, bench press me, babe. Come on.
All right. So, as you saw in the clip, Shorty was going over how she be thirsting over her gym crush when she walk into the gym. How she basically wanted to get folded up like a pretzel. And you know the rest. Now, if you are on BodyGame and you go to a public gym consistently enough, you've probably already become somebody's gym crush. To your knowledge or not, right? And also, whether you like it or not. Because there's at least one of y'all niggas on this channel, watching this channel, that your gym crush is a big backable, right? A big back inflatable is thinking about you when you walk into the gym and they see you. The box that has not been seen by their eyeballs in years is getting moist. It's getting ready for you, right? And you wouldn't know the better. You would hope not to know the better. But for some of y'all, that's the unfortunate reality. You'll have multiple gym crushes, right? Chicks will be looking at you, scoping you out, and they're going to think you some fine shit, right? But at the same time, I seen an interesting dynamic last night when I was at the gym. So we're going to talk about it today, right? So, first off, like I said, if you're on BodyGame and you go to the gym, you will be somebody's gym crush, right? Also, being on BodyGame will also bring out the attention whores, right? I made a video on a similar topic in the past. But being on BodyGame will attract chicks that just want attention from you, right? They may not necessarily be trying to get down with you. They just want that attention, right? So the interesting dynamic I seen today, right? Hit the gym, went over to the pull-up bar. I'm doing my pull-ups. Right after I finished pull-up number 30, I noticed that there was some shorties in the there's a darker lighting area in Planet Fitness. It's like almost a cube shaped area. They got mirrors in there, they got weights and shit, but the lighting's like really dim. And there's a bunch of shorties in there just gawking, right? I see them out the corner of my eye. I turn my head real quick. I see them and I'm just like, all right, whatever. Go back to doing my workout, turn around, get down off the pull-up bar, rest in between reps. While I'm resting, two of the chicks walk right in front of me to go to a station that's on my right. I'm like, all right, whatever. I do another set. When I get off the pull-up bar and turn back around, the chick walks from the machine that she's at, stands right in front of me, turns her cheeks towards me, and starts bullshitting in front of the trash can, right? Acting like she about to go right down the station or whatever. I scope out the goods. I'm like, I know your archetype. Similar face, similar build. It's like how, you say you see at some point, you've seen all the human archetypes, so at some point you just start running into the same person in different bodies. That's basically what the shit is, right? In my mind, I'm like, this type of archetype of chick is an attention whore. But it ain't got shit to do with me because I'm not interested, right? So here's what happened. A dude that was at a higher power level than me, what I mean by higher power level is that he's in better body game. Like his body fat percentage was definitely between 10 to 15%, maybe even 10 to 13. Like dude was shredded, right? So he got on the station right next to me, nodded in my direction. I nodded back, and he started doing some dips. He did some dips. He did some other workout, and then the chick came back in front of the station to go bullshit at the trash can again. When she came back to the station, he started trying to spit game. He started spitting game at her, and basically, whatever he said, she responded and she laughed it off. But then while he was still talking, she started walking back to her station while still giggling a kiki haha whatever, right? So I basically read that dynamic as soft rejection, it ain't going down, whatever. Basically, dude was shooting his shot or he was spitting game, man. Shorty just walked in the direction, right? I'm thinking like, yeah, my assumption was correct, right? And not only after he left the station, after he was done working out, because I had to do 50 of them. So I was on my 40th set by then, 40th rep. She comes back, makes eye contact with me, and I break the eye contact because I'm not trying to look into your soul. Like, what the fuck? I turn back around, finish my workout, and I'm done. And what I thought about that dynamic is that you will be on BodyGame, you'll get on BodyGame, but like I've said before, you're not going to have universal pull to just pull everybody, right? What I have noticed is that there are females that you would have a better chance of pulling off of a dating app than if you were to see them in the gym, right? And that stems from chicks feeling insecure when you're in vastly better shape than them, right? Shorty wasn't a big back. Like, she was one of those Hispanic chicks that they still got a shapely body, but I guess the genetics start storing fat in their face first. So while they're not a torta, they still got an hourglass-ish figure. Like, they just need to tone up the sides. The face is still on its way to getting cooked, so they get into the gym to decooknify their face. Shout out to Luther for that term. They get into the gym to decooknify their face because they realize that, yo, if my face is cooked, I'm a butterface. My body not really gonna pull its weight, right? So what I've noticed is that chicks will fish for attention from dudes that are on BodyGame in the gym, but you won't necessarily close the deal. And dudes that are in tip-top shape, what that signals is that you have an aura of discipline around you, right? And if you're meeting a chick at the gym versus off of a dating app and you're on BodyGame, you may not always close the deal, right? Because you're more likely to pull a chick that is in top-tier physique as the same as you in the gym versus on a dating app, right? But it's the reverse for chicks that aren't all the way in shape in the gym being approached versus picking them up off a dating app. And the reason why is when a chick sees that you're on BodyGame, that you're locked in, that you're disciplined, you take yourself serious, they know that you're going to be holding them accountable to a certain extent, right? And although they're in the gym, although they may be working out and doing the stuff that they need to do, a lot of chicks don't like being held accountable, right? They don't like being held to standards. This is why a lot of chicks will get with nice guys or deal with simps because they can control them to an extent. The simp ain't enforcing no rules. The simp is not making rules and setting standards and regulations. The simp is just letting anything go, right? The chick is having a field day. She's telling the simp what to do. The simp is dancing to the beat of her drum, and she ain't got to answer to nobody, right? When you're on a dating app and a chick is looking to get hammered because the simp isn't putting in that work, that's when your physique is going to clean up shop 100% of the time, right? Because chicks are going to be looking at you and they're going to be like, he can do exactly what I need him to do. She's not going to be messaging you feeling insecure because you're in an environment where you can clearly see what she's working with and she can see that you're on BodyGame, right? That doesn't happen until you hit the hotel or the room or wherever you're at. When the clothes come off and your physique shows, that's when that first dynamic exchanges, right? And at that point, you already know the deal is getting exchanged. So chicks also hate rejection, right? You'll be on BodyGame locked in. A chick will know deep down that she don't qualify, right? Even though you might not mind a few extra pounds, she gonna know deep down that she probably doesn't qualify. So she's going to continue to be your gym stalker crush instead of sliding up to you and introducing herself, right? But that same chick will swipe right on you if she sees you on a dating app and rather talk to you versus there, right? I told y'all about my stalker at the side hustle that I just left, right? Shorty would see me days, we walk past, she make eye contact, I'm not saying nothing, and then she finds my Facebook and messages me, hey, I think you're fine AF. So you can find my Facebook and message me that, but you're too scared to tell me that in person. That's the same type of shit that be going on with these chicks in the gym when they see a dude that's on BodyGame, right? So that's going to be one of the effects of your BodyGame in the gym. You're going to have gym crushes. They're going to be stalking. They're going to be scoping you out. They're never going to say shit. And sometimes you could even ruin it by going up to talk to them, because they gonna feel intimidated, one. And two, the way things work these days, some chicks gonna think that automatically, oh, if he approaches me, there's something wrong because I see him in a higher light. So if he's approaching me, that means he must see me in a higher light. No. Dudes gonna go after what they want, right? It is what it is. But like I say, like Luther says too, even nodal content, high value men, dudes that are on body game, locked in, do not chase. The chicks come to you, right? I showed all the receipts in that video about chicks being down bad and messaging you first. I was not messaging chicks first. I still don't be messaging chicks first. Chicks slid into my DMs talking about, hey, we should hang, hey, stop being a stranger, all that, this and more, right? Now, if I was the one sliding into their inbox, running my mouth, there's a chance that I would still close on some of them, but the dynamics would be different because you're falling into her frame, not the other way around. When you're on body game, when you're in the gym, that aura that comes with it is going to change a lot of factors around you. You're going to have dudes, chicks scoping you out. You're going to have females. You're going to become their gym crush. You're going to have dudes hating, side-eyeing. You're going to have dudes respecting, dapping you up and nodding. That's the effects of the body game when you get into the gym. And like you saw in the clip, Shorty was saying she wants dude to do all types of stuff to her. There's a chick in the gym right now, at a gym that you frequent. If you're on body game and you're locked in and they can see those gains, they want you to do something to them, right? But hey, it may not be the chick that you try to entertain, and it is what it is. Different strokes for different folks, but at the end of the day, body game is undefeated. You can hop on that shit, get in the gym and lock in, or you can stand outside and continue to be a simp that gets clowned on and strung for a loop. That's it for the video, gang. Hope y'all stay locked in. Keep dodging the attention huzz, because they out here, and I'm out of here. Peace.